This video is going to be about Getta's hair. 12-inch, 13 by 4 bob lace front, 130 density, free parting, pre-bleached knots provided by Amazon. It came to me in 2 days, and I didn't have Prime membership, so that was really great. Reviews say 4 out of 5. This is the image that will appear when you go to the actual Amazon website. It has four combs and the attachable strap in the back. Came with a wig cap and a hair wrapper. The wig doesn't look bad. The ends don't look too bad. It's very shiny. Like, I got to get that shine off of there. But it looks very shiny. Kind of looks, it looks healthy overall. I was not very happy with the knots, so I wanted to try to attempt to bleach the knots again. I did try to apply the Insta-Hold spray by Got to Be Glue so that when I apply the bleach to the knots that it don't seep through the hair and bleach the roots. So I wanted to comb the hair back to make sure that all of it was laying to one side or one way so that it wouldn't get caught in the bleach as well. I wanted to dry the Got to Be Glued spray to make sure that it like sealed the knots before I applied the bleach to it. I'm using a 5-volume developer and Blondora as my bleaching powder by Wella. I wanted to provide a kind of thick consistency, not soupy, not super thick, but enough to where, like I said, when I apply it, it don't seep through to the other side and bleach the roots of the wig. As you can see. Then I wanted to apply foil to it to speed up the bleaching process. I apply shimmer lights to it and the conditioner afterwards. And this is what the knots look like afterwards. It bleached it a little bit. It did enough for me. I was okay, content with it. Wasn't great. Still, some knots could have been bleached a little more, but. And then I applied Smooth Criminal to it, which is a straightening. It's a Smooth Criminal primer. Good for straightening hair. Also heat protectant. I love it. I apply it to my regular hair, so yeah. And here I'm just combing through, make sure it gets thoroughly saturated. So when I get ready to blow dry and flat iron, it's as straight as possible. Here's the Got to Be Glue Volume Manic mousse that I applied to the wig and then wrapped it for the night. I needed to take my braids down, and as you can see, I am ready to start today braiding my hair and preparing to apply the cap. I did this off camera, braiding the completion of the hair. I didn't want to take up that time. You guys know how to braid. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just braid it up. And yes, please do not come for me in the comments, child, about my shirt. I have big arms, and I love this pajama set by Shein. But, girl, my arms is way too big, so I had to cut it. And then here we're going to spray the perimeter of the cap. Using these scissors, giving them another try. I think it's time to get more scissors. They didn't really cut like I need them to cut. The struggle was definitely real here. So here I'm going to blow dry using the nozzle from the blow dryer right where I need it. Just going to take the excess lace off of the perimeter. So now I'm going to apply the bolt hold to the perimeter. As you can see, I really didn't apply any to the ending there because that's where my sideburns are and I never cut them. So using a silicone makeup brush I got from Target to evenly smooth it out, get it everywhere. Want to make sure there's no lumps and clumps using that bolt hold. Lay it down flat so we can melt that lace. You better invest in you a good dryer, honey, because you'll be using this dryer a lot of times during the process of laying these installs down, applying these wigs. All right, back to the Insta hole. And the Insta hole is so much more different than the bolt hold. Got to be glued in the yellow can, because that yellow can is like cement. This one is a little lighter. So I'm going to use the alcohol to take off all the excess. Spilt it. Now I'm just letting it dry a little bit. She's ready. All right, so I'm going to take the Sally Hansen Deep Glow leg spray, and I'm going to spray it on the Swiss lace. And usually I either do this or I use the tent lace that I created, which I'll show you that on another video. But here I didn't have a lot of time, so I just used the Sally Hansen the spray, and it seems to do the trick. I wanted the lace to kind of match my skin as close as possible, so I sprayed it everywhere, and then I'm just going to blow dry it to seal it so that the spray doesn't come off on the cap or on my skin. All right, here we go. Let's put her on. And I love the fact that I applied it and it was like really sticky and tacky around the perimeter, because it kind of helped keep that wig in line. So I knew where to cut the edges off at. I mean, was sticking instantly. Okay, so now I'm going to pin it back, and I'm going to cut off this excess around the ear. And now on to the other side. You have to be really careful. You definitely want to cut off too much. All right. Now I'm going to put a few slits in the lace. And the reason that I do that is it's so much easier to cut the excess lace off without cutting off the edge. So I'm going to apply the Insta Spray along the perimeter again, just to secure that bolt hole that's underneath the wig onto the cap. And then I'm just going to blow dry it to seal that in. Like y'all say, secure the bag, I gotta secure the wig. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the excess lace, taking my time. And you want to get close without being too close. And I did not pluck this wig. It did not come pre-plucked. And I don't really do the baby hair, so getting the excess glue off of there. And I'm going to just cut off this piece, and the other side I would just do that part off camera just to save some time, you know. And I tied it up, and I'm going to flat iron, and this is the result.